Have you ever taped your mouth shut at night? I know it's a bit strange, it's a little scary, it's a lot unsexy, but researchers Pulmonax and author James Nestor has told us all of the benefits of nasal breathing, and it's truly remarkable. He says it's a 100% must for your health. So today I'm at Dr. Jonathan Haerter's office. He's a dentist in Basalt, Colorado, so just outside of Aspen, and he's going to help talk to us about the connection between nasal breathing, oral health. I'll get his take on mouth tape, and we'll learn a little bit more on this episode of What the Well. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky Burgess, and on today's episode of What the Well, we're going to find out exactly how important this whole breathing thing is and learn about Dr. Haerter's best mouth tape advice. So come on in, let's talk to him. All right, we're here with Dr. Jonathan Haerter. He is the man who gave me the assigned reading of Breath. And not only is he a big fan of the book, but he's really built a practice that goes around all of those ideas with breathing, oral health, and so much more. So I wanted to ask you,
great,
what's the deal with mouth breathing? You think it really is all that important as James Nestor says it is?
So basically, throughout my career in dentistry and all the things we're taught in dental school, we spend our entire life, right, dealing with, cavities and crooked teeth and broken teeth and recession and, diseases of the mouth. And so for most of my career, I've spent really trying to attack those problems and never really understanding what the root cause of those problems were. And it's only in the last few years that we really understood that if we're always paying attention to all the problems, that we've never really understood what the primary driver was to all these problems, and it all links back to airway and breathing. So yes, nasal breathing is at the central core of health in general, and it's really the root cause of most dental disease. So treating it, learning how to treat it, identifying it, really can basically help not only prevent future problems, but actually help cure a lot of the problems I see every day as a dentist. So it's very important.
Awesome. And then could you talk to everyone about what I'm doing here now? So I just got fitted for a device, and if you can share a little bit more.
Yeah, so, when you look at most children and most adults now, they have crowding in their teeth. They don't have enough room, basically. So they have crooked teeth because their upper and lower jaw never really formed right. And that usually starts from a really young age. So from 0 to 3, it's really important to have that ability to start proper growth. And one of the things that we see is that a lot of children don't breastfeed from birth. And when that happens, the tongue never really learns to go to the right position in the top of the mouth to push out, to signal the body to grow. And so what happens is we have this delayed signaling, and children get to about that age of 10 or 12 when all their adult teeth are coming in, and so they have these undersized, underdeveloped jaws with all of these big teeth that need to come in, and so there's no room for them. So they all come in crowded and crooked, and it's one of the main reasons why so many children and adults need orthodontic treatment. So what we're trying to do for you is we've identified that there's just not enough room for your teeth. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to signal the body to do what it wanted to do from birth, and that's grow to the DNA blueprint that we all have that's usually pretty good. Most people don't have a genetic predisposition for a small jaw. It's just how our environment shaped our growth of our jaw. And so we call that epigenetics. And epigenetics is really a fancy word for how our environment affects our jaw. And so in your particular case, you didn't have enough signaling as a child to grow the right size jaw. And then so subsequently, you don't have the right size airway. So instead of having a big garden hose for an airway, you end up having a cocktail straw. And so which makes it really hard to breathe, whether it's just breathing, sleeping, exercising, just having a small airway. And so what this DNA appliance, which is the appliance you're getting, is really trying to signal the body to turn on the dormant stem cells that are in our jaw to grow to their DNA blueprint. So that's really in a nutshell what we're doing. We're just letting the body do what it wanted to do. It's actually quite simple. Biologically, we're just letting the body do what it wants to do and grow to the right size. And in doing that, we'll develop a proper sized airway. The teeth will have more stability, more room for the tongue to live where it's supposed to live. Because when you have a small jaw, your tongue has nowhere to fit, and so your tongue never lives in the garage, which is the upper jaw is the garage, and the tongue's supposed to fit in the garage. And if you have a tiny little garage, it's like having a big SUV that won't fit in the garage. So basically, we're just trying to make that space bigger to grow, so that tongue will fit where it's supposed to live, and then the breathing will improve. So that's really it. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited about starting this. It'll take about 12 to 18 months to get through this first phase, I think, at least.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you guys posted on how that changes for me. But one last thing I wanted to talk to you about is we are challenging our patients and followers to do a mouth tape challenge this month. So we're asking everyone to tape their mouths closed at night, every night. And have you ever mouth taped? I
have, yeah. So mouth taping's great. What mouth taping really tends to try to teach people is to nasal breathe. And nasal breathing is sort of at the center to all of this, and you can actually teach yourself to do it. It's a skill. Even if you've never done it in your life and you've been a mouth breather your whole life, you can absolutely train yourself to do it. And one of the best ways is through mouth taping. And it sounded a little barbaric and archaic the first time I read about it, but it's actually quite comfortable. It's not too scary. Usually people don't make it through the night all the way at the beginning, but with repeated practice, it's like anything. It's a skill, and so you can develop that ability to make it all the way through the night and wake up in the morning with it still taped shut. So I think anyone watching this that hasn't tried it should definitely try it.
I've done it for probably just like the last 2 weeks, and I didn't think I would be able to do it, but I have, and I've woken up more rested. I feel really good. I've noticed that I can keep my mouth closed longer throughout the day too. So I'm going to keep on doing that with this new device. And then I'm going to link up Dr. Haerter's information so that you guys can find him if you're more interested in learning more about this. And we are going to follow along your journey with mouth tape, and we'll see you at the next book club in October. Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm just leaving Dr. Haerter's office, and I wanted to show you guys this device. So this is my new palette, almost like a retainer, I guess. And what I like about this idea, I haven't started it yet, but what I like about it is that you don't have to wear it all day long. It's just about 12 hours a day, so you can put it on at 7 o'clock at night, take it out 7 o'clock in the morning, or around that. You don't get that Invisalign lisp, I think, it's kind of nice. So I can do that in the comfort of my own home. So I'm going to be trying this out, and I will definitely let you know what I'm noticing. I have definitely some of those crooked teeth down here, but what I'm also really, really excited for is Dr. Haerter showed me examples of how people's airways actually expand. So I'm really looking forward to it. Reach out to me with any questions that you might have. And again, I'll put Dr. Haerter's information down here below so you can learn more from him. He's our expert of the week. And we hope that you all are enjoying your mouth tape challenges. And we will talk to you soon, and enjoy our What the Well episodes.